Hey lovely people, welcome to my channel. My name is Georges, so a special welcome to Georges Lifestyle. If you are new, special welcome to you. If you're one of my regular subscribers, I'm so happy that you have stopped by to watch another video. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. So if you are new, at the end of this video, if you like the information that you heard, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Yes, give the video a thumbs up and leave your comments in the comment section. So in today's video, what I'm going to be talking about is teaching in the UAE. Is it the right place to work? Is it the right place to live? Are you sure you really want to work in the UAE? Stick around for all that I'm going to be talking about to see if you are really ready to teach in the UAE. So first of all, we are now the second month of the school year. Yes, we're now in October and recruitment is still going on. So if you're still job searching to start before 2021 ends, yes, schools are still recruiting. I know some of you have been asking, how do I get a job in the UAE? How can you do that? It's to apply. Now, some of you have been asking too, how do I apply? Now, I have videos on my channel about how to apply, what you need to have, what you need to do. All that information is there, so you just need to go and watch those videos. Some of you also are asking, where do I apply? Now, if you check the description box in all of my videos, you are going to be seeing websites that you can apply. Yes, all the description boxes in my videos are, you will find websites that you can apply to or different HR emails that you can send your CVs to. Remember, I am not a recruiter, nor am I affiliated with any schools, so I cannot help you to find a job. All I can do is, if you notice, whenever I see jobs being advertised, I just post them just for you to see, or if I see websites, I post the websites and I refer them to you that, okay, you can go and apply there. But in terms of finding a job for you, I am not able to do that. Not a recruiter. Okay, guys, so I'm just here to guide you. Seeing that I am a teacher here in the UAE, I'm just here sharing my experiences with you as I go along. So, is the UAE the place for you to work? It's something that you need to think carefully about. So I have just started my 5th year here, and I'm gonna tell you straight up, when considering if you want to work, you want to live, you want to teach in the UAE, to be honest, I don't think it's for everybody. You have to know your reasons, you have to know your whys. Yes, what do I mean by that? You have to know if you are ready to migrate, to leave your home country to come to live in another country. What I can say is that wherever you decide to migrate to, I can't think of, or I've never heard of a place where working is a bed of rose, where you enjoy every moment or every day of it. Well, teaching is not a bed of rose wherever you decide to work. However, depending on where you're from, as many of you, if you are not new to my channel, you know I'm from Jamaica. I am very far away from my home country. And when you are somewhere that far without your family, then it can be very difficult. If you are not like me, yes, so I'm out here by myself. If you are not somebody who can live by yourself, not have your family around, then the UAE is not the place for you. If you are not someone who enjoy your own company and you don't make friends easily, then the UAE is not the place for you. It can be very lonely. if you are out here alone. And like I said before, if you're not a friendly person or you're somebody who's just into yourself, it can be very difficult because you are going to come home and be within the four walls all by yourself. And if you are not someone who knows how to enjoy your own company, or you are not a sociable person, it might affect you. For me, it's I'm not gonna lie, it's very difficult. Sometimes it gets really lonely sometimes, where you leave work and you know you're coming home to your apartment to be all by yourself. However, Georgia, I enjoy my own company, but I have friends. I have friends here from my home country and friends here that I have met since being here. So I do make time, even by myself, to go out and do something that I like. If it is going to the hotel, an amusement park, or just going to walk the mall, or just going to have dinner, I find things to do to enjoy myself. I hang out with my friends from time to time, but it's not a problem for me being at home for the most part by myself. If you aren't able to do that, then the UAE is not the place for you. You can become very homesick because, of course, that happens to me sometimes. But if it is that you are able to function on your own, then why not? Go ahead. All right, so when you take up a job offer in the UAE, it's a process that you go through. Everything will not fall into place immediately. Like I have said in previous videos, it's going to be challenging in the beginning, especially if you didn't start. For example, the school year starts in the UAE in the month of August. um, there's always professional development workshops for new teachers during the month of August whenever you start. But if it is that you start after August and you missed some of the orientation, getting to know your school environment and all of that before you start, then it can be a bit challenging when you are starting in the middle or towards the not at the beginning of the school year. Yeah, it can be a bit challenging, and you're gonna find that you have to be proactive. So you're gonna sometimes, depending on the school that you work, you might have to be the one to be going to ask, what do I need to do, how do I find this, where do I find that. But you will have to understand that it's a new environment and everything will not fall into place all at once. It's going to be rough, it's going to be a rocky road in the beginning, but as time goes by, you will be able to manage. You will get to know how things are done, understand the culture better, and so on. All right, so as a new teacher in the UAE, what do you need to know in terms of teaching and planning your lessons? All right, we have what is called here, of course, you know, it's an Arab country, a Muslim country, so you have to be abreast and be aware of the content that you are passing on to the kids. Some things that you probably could say to the kids in your home country that was acceptable, it might not be acceptable here. For example, a simple shouting at the kids. You have to be firm. You have to have structure in your class. You have to be good, very good with classroom behavior management strategies. However, you have to be careful what you say to the kids. All right, in terms of teaching and learning, of course, the materials that you pull, that you use in your lessons, you have to make sure you go through them with a fine tooth to ensure that there are no culturally sensitive content in your lessons. Just take, for example, you are skipping a page to find something in a book. So for example, let's say a lady in a swimsuit. That's a culturally sensitive material to show in your class, because the lady in a swimsuit, it means that she's not covered. So you have to make sure when you're going through your teaching resources, persons are properly dressed. So just as how as a teacher you go to work and you have to be properly covered, it's the same thing with the content that you are going to be showing. So a lady on a beach in a skimpy or a swimwear, you couldn't show a picture of that. When you are using YouTube videos, selecting YouTube videos for your lessons, you have to make sure that you go through those videos carefully to make sure that nothing, words that are being used in the video aren't inappropriate, or even if maybe not, it's something appropriate in your home country, it might be culturally sensitive here. Take for example, you know, pork is not allowed, it's not eaten. So even for example, teaching your lesson and there's a picture of a pig in your lesson, you know, you can't use that, right? You can't show a picture of a pig or be talking about pork in your lesson, because that is something that is culturally sensitive. Another example is, for example, talking about Halloween, and for example talking about Christmas and so on. Those things are considered culturally sensitive, so you want to make sure that you go through the material that you're selecting very carefully. All right, so I just thought I might point that out. That might help you when you are planning, or even if you're coming here, you kind of know that information. Okay guys, and yeah, so if you're still planning to come here, make sure that it's a conscious decision that you make. If you just tell yourself that it might be it's a new beginning for you, a new start, and there are things that are going to be very difficult in the onset, but tell yourself, remember your reason, remember your why. Keep in mind the very first reason that you decide to leave your home country and come to another country, and you can survive, you can survive, you can do it, right? And whilst the job might be demanding, sometimes it can be very demanding, especially at the start of the school year. It can be very demanding, but guess what, we have a lot of holidays here in the UAE. We do get frequent breaks, and that is a plus. And there is so much to do here in the UAE. There's always time to have fun. There's always time to go out and do something after work. It is just how you pace yourself, right? The evenings are for you. Unlike in some other countries, like in my home country, school is on holiday and I have to be marking books and grading assessments and so on. That doesn't happen here. The last day of school is the last day of school. You close your laptop, you don't read any emails, you're not expected to go to any workshops or anything like that. So it can be rewarding. So just tell yourself that Sunday to Thursday is work. And trust me guys, when you show up for work here in the UAE, it is work. When you enter those gates at your school, it's work. You have to be on your P's and your Q's. You have to get the job done, but once you go through the gate, the job ends there. So tell yourself that the evenings are yours and the weekends are yours and the holidays are yours, and there's so much to do here in the UAE. There's so much fun to have. So just if you decide to come, or if you're already here, make the best of it. Make the best of the moment, the time that you have here. And again, remember your reason, remember your why. I hope you found this video informative. Remember again to check the description box for websites that you can apply to, and remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, yes, and turn on your post notification turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss any of my other videos. And remember to give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section. All right guys, until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Much love and God bless you.